there, it's Liz Yuille from Old Staples Craft again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and Top Tip Tuesday. We've been talking about adhesives and what you can use them for, and I need to thank one of my subscribers for giving me this tip, and this is all to do with how to get adhesive off, so when you've done something wrong. So first things first, I would seriously suggest you invest in a silicone mat. So if you put adhesive onto something too soon, or you're trying to practice using fast fuse, which, as we all know, is a little it has a certain knack to it that that you make the most of the silicone, because fast fuse, piece of cardstock, and oh dear, I've gone over the edge, so it hasn't stuck. Way! But it still works. So you can practice your checking and whether you're getting to the end of the piece of card by using your silicone mat. So that's the first thing that I think a silicone mat's good for. It's also good for using with the new embossing paste, because you can mix up your embossing paste on here. You can put your re-inker or your ink pad on here and mix your paste into the colour. You can use it for running your masks through your big shot, so that you end up with the mask acting like an embossing folder. That's probably what I'll show you next week, actually. But also, so let's have a look at this. This is fast fuse. I put fast fuse on here, and just to prove it, I'll put some more on. So there we are, fast fuse, and I'm really pushing it down hard, and we all know what that does on card. No problem. But it will still stick to card. So that's the first thing. These are dimensionals. They're the offcuts of the mini dimensionals. Let's press those down really hard, and they come off, but they still stick. So let's take that off, and these are now, you know, stuck. They're not as sticky as they were, but they are, unless you peel them apart, they're going to be good to go. And your fast fuse will be good to go. So let me find another little off-cut of card, which you would think I would have on my desk somewhere, wouldn't you? Here you are. So here's a piece of just card, fast fuse that's been stuck to the silicone mat, and that's, you know, that's pretty tightly stuck, guys. So that's the first thing. So now, what happens when you have actually stuck everything down and it's in the wrong place, or it's not straight, or whatever? Okay, so I'm going to start with a dimensional, and here we have an ordinary dimensional. Now, if we take the backing off and we stick it to a piece of card, the first thing I would say is don't stick it down hard straight away. Make sure that it's straight, and if it's not straight, you can just gently twist and it will come off. And then you can make sure that you line it up straight, and then you can press it down, and it's there. It's good to go. So there we go. Dimensionals, place first, problem, twist. Don't pull up. And let me just see if I can just twist this off again for you, because even though I've stuck it down hard, I may still be able to twist it off. May not, but I've at least got it off. But if I use another one, let me find something else, and a dimensional. This is actually a piece of, let's just rip that. So if I stick that down and stick it down and then pull it apart, you can see that it's really not happy and it's bending. So dimensionals, don't stick down until you're, don't push down until you're happy, but if they're not right, twist. And that does work for a lot of the glues. so long as you haven't got a huge amount. Now, those of you that have watched me for a while will remember that whenever I use glue, I say less is more, and that's one reason, but also glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. But you put it down, you get distracted, the phone rings or whatever, you come back and it's in the wrong place. So what do? And this is where Lucy, bless her, came up with this tip for me. This is good old-fashioned dental tape. So dental floss. I've had this glue stuck down for a while. We are now 5.5 minutes into this video, so it's at least 5.5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dental tape, pop it behind what I want to take off, and the key to this is to have some friction to pull against. It's probably easier with 2 of you rather than 1, but even so, if I pull, and I'm holding the bottom, not the top, if I keep pulling, there we are, it's off. Now, it has slightly damaged the base card, but not so that you couldn't re-stick. The top, apart from where I lifted up the corner, is still good to go. So if this is your stamped surface, then that's all fine. And in fact, it's still a wee bit sticky. So snail. Snail is never as big a problem as fast fuse or glue, but let's try with that as well. So again, I'm going to have some friction to pull against, and I'm going to try and keep the... Oh, there we go. So that's off. No problem. Fast fuse. Okay, this has been down for nearly 7 minutes because we're at 6 3/4. So let me find my little edge bit, and I'm just trying to keep the tape wider at the end that I'm pulling, which is why I say it's probably easier if there are 2 of you. But let's give it a go. Probably need a slightly longer bit of dental tape as well, but let's give it a go. It's coming, it's nearly there, apart from the fact it's, you know, fairly tough on your hands, but fast fuse is not known for being easy to unstick. And there we go. So yes, it has torn the paper a wee bit, but again, it's really not bad, and it has at least taken the 2 pieces apart, and you could just put a bit more glue on the back, sort out your bit of gick here, which, you know, you can just peel off. Bit more fast fuse, and we can put it back where we want it, which was, you know, right on the edge. And there we are. It's fine. So there we go. The 2 things you need to get your glue off and to look after your, you know, look after your surfaces, so that you don't put things down when they've got glue on before you actually want to attach them. Silicone mat and some cheap dental floss. So thank you, Lucy, for that tip. Certainly with the dental floss. I knew about the silicone mat, but the dental floss is a real revelation. I think I will be using that once or twice. So I hope you found that interesting, and I will see you again next week for another Top Tip Tuesday. And tomorrow is Why Not Wednesday, so we'll see what we can do for Why Not Wednesday. See what I can dream up. In the meantime, remember we've still got bonus days. £45 to spend in my store gives you a £4.50 discount in August if you buy in July for £45 or multiple thereof in my online store. My YouTube giveaway is for anyone shopping on my online store. 1 entry per £25 or multiple thereof on my online store, so spend £50 and get 2 entries. And of course the best deal of all is Christmas in July, which is the standard brilliant deal of £130 of products for £99, including free shipping. But in July, if you sign up to my team in July, you also get £65 of Christmas in July bonus, which is the Carols of Christmas stamp set, which I used in my video last Wednesday. 2 D blocks, a pad of grid paper, a snail, a bone folder, and a pair of snips. So that's an additional £65 So £195 worth of product for £99, free shipping to your door, and then discounts on your future shopping. So, brilliant deal. So I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow, and hopefully welcoming you to my team as well. So I will see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.